I'm not good on screen. I don't
See.
like videoing myself.
See. Now it's recording.
Where and it just what kind of video is this? I'm trying to get a camera for
It's
the
almost a
butterflies.
4K, but it's not a 4K. It's kind of like a
But it's
GoPro.
battery operated?
Yeah.
How long does it last?
Like this, not much, but then it has a case that is a battery. It's a control. It's not like long lasting. No, it is not.
No.
But look at the size of it.
Yeah.
Now we're on camera. Now it's actually getting. Look at all that vibration. But you think that all that vibration is going to be on camera? No, it's amazing.
Really?
Yeah, it has an amazing vibration reduction thing, and then it also keeps level.
Wow.
So it doesn't matter if you take the camera and rotate it around, it's going to stay level. It's the coolest thing ever. See? Look. Take it. See.
Yeah.
So cool.
Monarchs, butterflies. Oh, that's right. We have to show them from the inside. So monarchs, they're very prevalent in the Americas, northern hemisphere more than anything else. North America, Mexico, and here in the Florida Peninsula, they also live. Here they are. Let me show you a couple examples. There's this little guy that is just starting to grow, and then we also have these guys that are a bit more developed. They're very, very close. Am I recording? I think I'm recording. To becoming a cocoon. To be what?
Chrysalis.
A chrysalis. They're very close to
They're on
becoming
top.
a chrysalis. Oh, like these guys on top. See? This is magic. Not biology, magic. Because it's like magic that they just then turn and become. Let me see if this one down here. And they become a butterfly that at some point I'm going to show you. Now, you see the plant, they're living. They are hooked. These guys, they love this specific plant called milkweed. And today we're going in an adventure to the heart of Davie, to the heart of Broward, to get some more plants, because as you can see, they are animals. They really love these plants, and they basically ate all of these already, and they're gonna need some more in order to become butterflies. So we're going in an adventure. Let's go. Look at that plane.
Those are like the planes that go to Bimini and stuff.
Yeah, they land in the ocean. Where are we going?
Where are we going?
We're going to the nursery to find some milkweed for the butterflies. It's an adventure. We're going to Griffin Road and to Flamingo Road. Check out the nurseries in the area. It's going to be a fun ride. Come.
This is where the negative people come in, and if your facts
Yeah, but it's going to be
are
on my account.
fucked up, if your facts are fucked up, and you're on the internet just like telling people things,
Oh, well.
that's what I get nervous about.
Yeah, but we're not professionals. It's just an opinion.
Okay.
We're gonna have a solution for everything that's wrong in life. We're just not professionals at it, so take it at your own risk. So what is the thing? My thing is this: for thousands, for millions of years, the planet we live in is basically a layer upon layer upon layer upon layer upon layer of organic matter that lives and dies, lives and dies, lives and dies, lives and dies. That's what it is. We know about the dinosaurs, and we know about all those because they're under layers and layers and layers and layers of organic material.
Yeah.
We see the side of a mountain, and we see the different colors, and each color it corresponds to a specific time, right? Pleistocene, Jurassic, all of those. All right. So now we're building houses and neighborhoods over, garbage, over dumpsters, over.
Yeah.
So that's our legacy.
to history.
Here's the difference.
That's our layer.
Here's the thing. Recycling was created as an industry by the trash companies to make people feel better because they know that the products that they're purchasing are things that are not going to compost and are things that are going to be around for hundreds and thousands of years, like plastic and things that cannot break down. So you're talking about organic matter, plastic, and that's not like going to ever break down. So they made this recycling program to make people feel better. And the problem with that is that there's different levels of plastics are made out of different materials. So there's different levels of like what you see the logo is a triangle and it has different numbers in it. So the plastics that are the same numbers have to be
Together.
melted down, or so in theory, like a recycle program is great, but the problem with it is everybody thinks that everything can be recycled. And now that we have this recycling program, they're cutting down trees and using paper and doing all these things
Because they think that it's going to be reused.
we can just recycle it. But the problem is with that is that there's such a higher level of waste that is being produced, and that's why it's not about recycling anymore. It's we literally cannot like combat the amount of things that are going to the recycling programs, and if there's one little tiny thing that is in there that contaminates the whole entire bunch, then everything has to go to the trash anyways. So people are miseducated and uneducated on the subject. They throw everything in the recycle bin, and that's one of the programs, that's the first program to get cut for funding when cities are having issues with money, and it's just a fucking disaster, honestly.
An extract that I can what do you call it, something I can think of when based on what you said is like it becomes a game of responsibility throwing. So like the producers are making all of these products bottled in plastics, right? And then instead of saying, you know what, we're gonna use glass instead, or we're gonna distribute it some other method, we're gonna use some other thing in order to hand it over to you. Instead of doing that, they're saying, we're gonna keep putting it in the plastic bottles, and now it's your responsibility to put that bottle in the recycling bin.
They're taking it off of themselves, and they're putting it on the consumer.
Now, it's
and
up to you to do the right thing, not us. It's up to you.
But it's because plastic is so much cheaper for them
to produce
than it is, and all these plastic companies get kickbacks from the cities, and all of these companies get tax write-offs, and they get all of this crap to factories to produce plastics in there's a city that's like, it's in Nevada or Arizona or something, that there's like one of the biggest plastic manufacturers, and it literally it's like everybody works there, and so they're like that's how people make a living, is like working for this.
For the plastic
so they
company.
can't. It was the same thing when people got all upset about like the plastic bags versus like paper bags, and people.
But I get
there's
it.
so many layers of it, and in reality, what it comes down to, one, is cost. It costs companies more money to produce things that don't have plastic, or don't, whatever containers that they're gonna put things in, like oranges. Why do we need to like wrap things up in bags and things like that? We can just have everything individually. But even companies that say that they're all green, and like they're really not. They're we're kind of consumed by this
ever going
it's a
cycle
little
of
disease.
producing.
Yeah, and as like a consumerism built country and people that just want more and more and bigger, you know, something breaks, instead of trying to fix it, you know, they just throw it away and get a new thing. Or it's not about being extreme with things. You know, this like green revelation, and a lot of people that like live kind of in that, it's just doing little things that like make an impact, and everybody can just think about it a little bit and think about like, you know, what I can do to make a little bit less waste. But in reality, like individuals, the impact that we all make doesn't matter. The impact is all of these big companies that are the ones that are producing the emissions, and you know, those are the ones that need to be held accountable by the government and by the people. Like, if you know, I don't really like Walmart and how they, you know, there's a lot of things that I'm not a big fan, so I try to not shop at places that, you know, produce waste. All right, more parking. Heck yeah, it's Sunday. Look at this. This is like Casablanca in down south. It's just like this. Oh, you could just leave me here.
I tell you, you're gonna like this.
I'm Tyler, the bonsai guy. I tried when I lost my job. I applied at Midtown Garden Center. But I like have no, other than like my own planting experience of,
not
and it's
industrial.
It's so funny because every time I see somebody, everyone's like, oh, when I see like this plant or what, you know, I see somebody talking about plants, I always think of you, and it's like become such a funny thing. I wonder what.
Of course, you've been growing stuff and you're doing a great job, and now we're getting some milkweed.
We're going backwards.
That's backwards. For the butterflies, and we're here.
Look at these monsteras. We could get real planty if you'd like. I can identify lots of things for you. They need some water.
Ah, there you go. What is this? Oh yeah, they need water.
Those are monsteras.
Monsteras.
Monstera deliciosa.
Ah.
This is mine. Right up my alley.
Yeah, this is.
These are cute little.
Yeah. Yeah, those are real.
Look at this butterfly bench.
$2.90. Yeah. Yeah, see.
My mom would love this place.
She would?
Yeah, she's pretty planty herself. So
what is it? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
We're gonna just make
Yeah.
These are bromeliads.
Bromeliads.
They love Florida.
I've seen them everywhere. Yeah.
Love Florida.
There's everybody's fence.
Everyone what?
Eugenias. I never knew these were called and cherry hedges, and Japanese blueberries. There's a butterfly. Ah, look at that. So, Roy knows where the good things are.
So these must be butterflies.
But
Some sort of
passion
flower that they
vines.
like.
Thunbergia blue skyvine. That's a full name. Flowering
Pollinator garden.
pollinator gardens, ground covers, flowering pans. Wow.
Let's just walk around.
See, this is even Buddha likes it here. Look at him, so chill. Even the little Buddhas.
Bonsai garden. You know how much money these bonsais are?
Yeah, they're crazy. Look at this thing. 15,000 this one.
Yeah, look at those airplanes.
Damn. All sizes on that corner.
Bougainvillea.
Bougainvilleas.
Radio to Frank. If you're available, can you come up to the front?
Pardon. Sorry. Panda. So we must have bamboo somewhere nearby. Otherwise, this guy would be starving.
These are caladiums. At the top.
Caladiums.
And these
Ah, there you go. Finally. Ha 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 ha.
so the big ones are probably over here.
Buy 5, get 1 for free on the 1 gallon Milkweeds.
I've had like every single one.
What is it?
These are string of hearts. They're not looking too great. So they're not. These are string of watermelons. They're
Watermelons. Oh, they do look like it.
They're succulents, but they're like they are in there. You know, they like a sandier substrate. These are fire sticks. And this is all cacti and different aloes. Those look like string of pearls. They're circle. I have one of these things.
What is it? Calancotilciflora. And all the cactus.
Really need to just find a spot that they like and just
Leave them alone. I think this is for seeds and a little market. You want to check it out?
empanadas.
Yeah. You want something? Banana bread. All the seeds.
Ooh, these are good. Have you had Buckeyes?
Chocolate covered something?
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
They make them in Ohio, like big ones that you can fit in your hand. Because we're Buckeye State.
That's where it comes from. Oh. Different species of milkweed.
So, my caterpillars, I've noticed that if I introduce a new species in, or even like plants that are from a different place, some of them are fine with it, but some of them won't eat the new stuff
Oh.
because it tastes different.
What is? This is a difference. This is a
This is
tropical red,
so
but it's not for a different species
look,
of
there's a
a
ladybug.
butterfly.
No, they're all monarchs.
They just have different tastes.
It's just whatever that they're used to, you know? So these are all tropical red, and then I think the ones over there are different.
Tropical red,
Tropical red too.
and they're not being eaten, so it's like not very popular among the.
They are.
These are red too.
They pull
Red butterfly.
They pull the ones out that get eaten down, put on the side. They probably which is.
Wouldn't they grow again if they just left alone?
They do. That's probably why they have them in carts like that. Then they go and they quarantine them off in a place that they can't. You're good. Is it in your skin?
Iguana. 1,500.
I could probably fit inside of that little place.
Let's try it.
I don't think I want to break a $1,500 pot.
No, not today.
Alright, let's go see what the other.
I've been here. I did a wedding here.
Open? Can you just take a walk?
Yeah. They only close it when they have an event, and it looks like
Probably
they're
having
gonna.
it later.
Probably.
Or soon.
Yeah. All
Wow,
the food
this
trays is
so
out.
Cool. I like a little thing. Oh my gosh. Orchids are my favorite flowers.
All right.
Because they're just so intricate and detailed, and there's nothing like them. Really.
Like those? No, I don't think I've ever seen any other species that kind of like that. All the colors I had. The little ones. The big ones.
They have ones like this and ones don't. I used to go with my mom to the Cleveland Botanical Gardens, and we would go every year to Orchid Fest.
To what?
And we have these
60.
orchids. Such a see, this is like wholesale price. It's way better than going to like Home Depot. You're gonna pay $30.
But Home Depot's around the corner. What do you mean?
And we would go, and they would like hang the orchids like upside down and have all of these cool things. And we bought an orchid that smelled like chocolate.
Well.
See how cool those are? There's just so many species, and those are slippers. Those are hard to flower.
Wasn't that there was a planned flower recently somewhere, botanical place somewhere, and it's supposed to flower only like once every 80 years or something like that. Saw it in the news, and I saw it in a movie. Look at this.
These are Hoyas and stuff. They don't just have orchids, they have everything. I used to have one of these. They look like little tortellinis. See, look.
They
They're
do look
Hoyas.
like tortellinis.
This is the Hoya too.
La Jolla. Those are huge leaves.
Those are alocasias.
Ah.
I
And
honestly
bamboo.
kind of like this more than the other place.
Well, the other one established, probably the oldest one in
This is
town.
less, look how cool this is.
Pretentious garden,
It's
more
got like a
minimalist,
cool vibe, man.
a little more down to earth. Pineapples. Oh no, agave. Oh
Oh, these are pineapples?
no, agave.
Plant and pot company. Look at all the succulents in here.
Just enough space. And the cactus.
I have one of those.
What is it? Red fire crackers.
Butterflies like them. Grand opening special 20% off. What is this? 2 for 16 Northeast. What's that from? This is
The end of the road.
the back of it.
This is
Is it fancy?
but this is the end.
There's a bamboo gallery. Let's go.
Ah.
No.
Where is the? Oh yeah. Oh no. Where is it? 500 feet. There is.
Maybe that's not really-
There's probably a sign that took.
Signs in the wrong area. Look how cool. I could just.
There's bamboo there.
I'm trying to get my mom to just buy a house that's in a really cool area and we could set up like a shop in the backyard like this. You just get like a prefab trailer
Yeah.
and then you can grow stuff, and if you know what you're doing for the most part and you have an environment like Florida, and then you can just pick something that's like your specialty. Like if you want to grow cacti or you want to grow palms or you want to do orchids, make a big orchid house, and then you start growing, and then after about like 6 months, a year, you could get what you have to do with these begonias are cool. You have to get a supplier that is like a place like this,
Yeah.
or like one of the farms, and then you get a wholesaler license, and then you buy them for like half the price or like a third of the price.
And become a reseller.
What?
There's pretty tall grass. Haven't seen any milkweed here though.
No. Partly Burl Mark, philodendron. A lot of places don't grow stuff like that because the caterpillars then come, the butterflies come, and then they eat it, and it's a big like upkeep to have to do that.
Yeah.
But like monsteras, you can just go to like a park here and just like propagate it.
Those do.
These ones.
Ah, but the milkweed don't. Ah,
Milkweed grows from seeds.
only. So picky.
$35 at the other place.
Those were like $35 a little bit.
This is like a
Oh,
smaller.
how many stars on this one?
Those are the donkey tails. Those are
That's
hard. They're all with
This one has 116 reviews and 4.8.
So the road less traveled.
4.8.
You could park and pick them out of the trees.
I've seen them hanging out just like that, yeah.
Yeah? Grab a couple next.
Okay.
Very cool.
And Buddha. And Coco Chanel. Look, we have Ahimsa and Chanel together. No harm to Coco Chanel. Oh, look at that.
This is so cool. These are like the more
Developed.
they're just
We have some lettuce here. Oh no, tomatoes. Animal. What are these?
orchids.
Oh, they're still on the puppy state.
These are like ones that their flowers fell off and haven't.
Come back. So probably have to wait another year. Some of them.
Depends. You know, everybody wants the ones with the pretty flowers.
Already, of course, because you're not gonna give it. You know, you buy it for a
I've
gift.
gotten mine back. I've gotten mine to come back.
I have one at home that's alive. Who knows when it's gonna get flowers again? And this is that's where you find the alligators and stuff.
Ooh. They plant stuff, probably things that like look like they're gonna die. You know?
And then they bring them back, and then boom, back in the cells floor. Well,
I don't know about that with these ones. I feel like they probably got these from somewhere.
Central Florida.
Actually, most of the people in Central Florida get their plants from nurseries down here.
Really?
Something that I just learned, like, over Easter, honestly.
Huh.
We went to a thing over by my grandparents' house. And,
Oh, in the villages?
yeah, and the guy told me that he gets all his stuff in Homestead.
I guess it makes sense. It's the southernmost point.
Central Florida gets too cold in the winter.
Exactly.
So, like, all of this stuff, this is a greenhouse, so it would be okay, but...
But even if it wasn't, it's still the southernmost point, so it's gonna keep the warmest water for the longest.
I want us to look the wall that helped with that thing up, you know what I'm talking about? Did you notice that?
Outside your place?
Outside of the window, I was gonna fill it all up with orchids. That was the plan anyways. But
Kind of requires a little bit of work, don't it?
no, orchids are super easy. You just leave them alone. Let them go.
Let it go, let it go. Let it go.
These guys are cool. You want to get one that has
Bulbs.
not that many blooms, because then you can watch them open.
This video is gonna be an amazing ASMR.
These ones are so cool.
There's the bamboo.
Well,
No milkweed though.
that's okay. This is a cool place.
Yeah, it is. I thought at first it was a squirrel.
What?
This.
Oh, the thing.
This is it.
I want them all. All of them.
Oh, these colors are groovy.
I'm so happy I wore my glasses so I can actually see.
Didn't even know you had glasses.
Huh?
I didn't even know you had glasses.
I sunglasses are prescription.
Ah.
They're just so delicate and just so like the thing with orchids is like the colors and the smells that they produce they attract the bugs that pollinate them to come,
Yeah.
and that's the reason like why they look
The way they
in
do.
certain ways. It's like so, because bugs don't see colors in the way that we do, so
Smell.
they see certain colors that stand out to them. So, and then it's just
So probably a shade of, maybe not exactly the color, but the shade. They have to be very. They have to have a huge contrast with the background. So if everything else around them is green, they're gonna be extremely bright. Whether the bug can see the color or no, it doesn't.
these ones are really cool. All right, well, we're gonna walk around and then I'll come back if I want to go down. We're gonna just walk around.
¿Le podemos dar una vuelta?
Sí, no problem.
Gracias.
Pueden caminar con...
Eso estamos, es el plan del domingo. Gracias. Van a cerrar a las 5, ¿sí? Ok, sí. Gracias.
I don't look like I speak Spanish. No?
Maybe you could.
Yeah.
Could be
I would
Argentinian.
love to learn, but it's very difficult to pick up a second language when you're an adult.
Unless you have to.
It is very difficult, and you literally, unless you learn a language between the ages, like before you're 5 years old or even sooner than that, you will never be able to sound like have the dialect and like sound
Native.
like it's your like your.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You think saying I have an accent? What you? Yeah, I do.
I have an accent.
You have an accent. Why wouldn't I?
You have an accent.
I have
based
an
off
accent.
of where you're from.
You think
Even
that my
if you-
accent is directly related to the place I come from? What about places
No, it's
that
actually it's like a sprinkle of all of
the places I've lived? I
that
know,
you've
and
been.
people get so confused about it,
So
and I love
you're
it.
you're
And
there's
yeah,
those are 10.
that was big
Those
for
were
10.
bigger, and the other ones were $7.
See.
Right?
Yeah.
So I was gonna get 5 of the other ones.
You want the Excel spreadsheet?
They were 40. It was gonna be $40 for 6 of them, and they were gallon ones. I also just kind of like putting my money in places like there's not really anybody here, you know, like it seems like this is like a family owned. Not that other place isn't a family owned place,
But it's closer to a smaller family.
but this is like, you know, I like to put my money where it's going to like be impactful on people, and it's not just like going to this big corporation or, you know, like clearly these ladies are running this place and
Mhm.
it's like theirs. It makes me feel better. Goes back to our recycling conscious spending. Oh, look at these pitcher plants.
Pitcher plants. What is a
You
pitcher plant?
cannot tell me that is not one of the coolest things that you've ever seen.
Oh, like a pitcher. I didn't get it until now.
Oh my god, I wonder how much they are. I have one in my backyard. They're pink up with one. They're not supposed to do that. So the flies go into them and they eat them.
Cut the shoes. Hang the shoes. Cut the tie to life. Become compost.
That is so cool. There's no price or anything on it, right? It's got too much water. Here's some peacocks.
Yeah. This neighborhood is, I tell you, it's special. It's,
My pitcher plant doesn't have any pictures on it though. I
ah.
haven't been able to get it to grow any.
That is unfortunate. Why?
Because they're hard.
Maybe
They're hard to.
I would think that they do it so they store the water because they lack of water. I don't know. But they
No.
have water here.
They do. They just fill up like cups. You're really supposed to only water those like in the soil.
Water in the soil. Ah, yeah, these are the
Not
ones.
in the, what?
Here. You know these plants?
These look like ferns.
Look.
Oh, those are the ones that close up.
Very gentle. And then, yeah, what's going on? Run, 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 run.
They don't have a thing on them.
I thought, these are
Look
so
at these orchids. That looks like an orchid.
tiny one. Look at it. Whoa,
There's a step. I just did that twice.
one for each food. Oh. Oh, we gotta go.
Sometimes places like this, you can get like really exotic things for less money.
Ah.
Maybe they like identified the plant incorrectly or
Ah. They just have a bunch.
bonsais too.
And Buddha. Why is Buddha the most popular figure for gardens?
Peacefulness.
Ah.
That's my kind of thing. There was one pitcher plant down there. How much is that?
20. They require shade.
Yep, I got
What is
one.
that? Is
A
that
camera. Yeah.
No,
Yeah. Point it that way.
I love it.
And the camera itself is just this.
I am done with technology, but it's beautiful. Thank you.
All right, let's get the milkweed.
The picture? Oh,
We're
Milk-
gonna
Milkweed.
get the milkweed.
okay.
We'll bring it. We bring it up here.
No, you can put it in your car straight.
Can we just back up and
You can
Hold
do
down
that,
here?
yeah. It's not that big deal to carry it, okay?
o las podemos caer?
That's
Yeah.
for butterflies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, there's a pineapple.
It is.
Ooh.
It's a real one.
Yeah. Do you have any other pineapples?
There is another one of them a little bit smaller.
Oh, here. How much are your pineapple plants?
60.
These ones are nice. Mine isn't. It's not producing fruit.
Wait, they
I
take
know.
a long time to
I know.
Yes.
I'm impatient.
You must go to Publix.
Okay, we're gonna
That's the best solution.
just buy one that already has one on it. I'm gonna get this pitcher plant.
The picture too?
Is that an impulsive? And
Mm.
it's the only one.
Boy, you don't have shade, do you? Or do you?
I already have
Inside.
one of these. No, I can't have any plants inside. That's why it's sick.
Ah, but the shade, but the secret
Under the
on this
tree.
one,
I put them under the tree.
yeah.
By
Under
other,
the sea.
the other one
tree,
that I
the
have is over by where Samoa sits.
tree. Mm-hmm. Ah, there you go. That's the spot.
That's the picture. They require trees. That's nice.
I have one.
Yeah?
Yeah, it hasn't produced any pictures yet since I've gotten it.
Really?
Yeah.
They're very easy to
I got it
reproduce
over
as well. Yeah.
Easter time. Everything looks like this, so they're close.
They're close. They're going to come, yeah.
Yeah.
Just be sure to fill the bottles in water.
Fill them with water.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
they like water on the beach, you know. Okay, you can put it in your cup.
Okay.
I like that camera. And it's like recording. No.
Can you hold this for a second?
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, growing up, they always tell people not to keep things
What?
outside that would hold water. I think there's some water in them
Um,
because of mosquitoes and because there
yeah,
you
but
go. That's the solution.
they eat the bugs. That's what these are. They're carnivorous plants. So when the mosquitoes go inside of them, they eat them. They get
Ah,
they produce something that's like sticky or something like that, and so the bugs can't get out. It's kind of like how the Venus flytrap shuts, you know?
yeah. There's the card. Um, no, they would tell people not to keep things. Oh, look at this. With water because of cholera, malaria.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that in Florida. You're not getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. Come on. These two. Yeah. That's got a bill.
Now that's
Oh, if I showed that to Paul,
you would feel disappointed.
we could make a little thing in the backyard.
Chicken hoop. Summertime.
There's a kitten.
Ay, sí. Ay, venga. Kitties, I love dogs, but kitties, it's like they can have a personality fight with you.
Cats hate, like, the reason why I'm a big dog person is because no matter what happens, if I come home, my dog is like
Yeah.
so pumped to see me, and cats just like
Don't care.
have an attitude and
Exactly.
they don't really give a shit about you.
Exactly. That's so cool.
This is really interesting. All the pots of, I wonder
Hanging.
if they do that. Like,
So the pot's dry. Maybe I remember. Maybe wrong, but I remember that a lot of times coming in here and it would be raining a lot, and this whole area would flood. So
the underneath.
So maybe
So these are things that are not tolerant
to puddles.
Looks like a upkeep. It's kind of rough.
No, they're not big on the farm side of it. It's always been like that, but charm comes in the main house and the smoothies and the empanadas and the arepas.
Grow your future students.
There's a bunch of hippie places.
They had animals at some point.
Yeah.
Stone crab claws.
Around here, there's a bunch of places like this. A bunch of farms, a bunch of organic places where you can go shopping.
Yeah, what a great way to live your life.
Just haven't been visiting so much lately since I don't have a car.
You go on adventure.
Yeah, exactly. When it happens, yeah, see, fun. Yeah. Cheers.
Oh, their palms and stuff like that.
Yeah. So this is Bob Rott's.
Some of these places only sell wholesale, so they only grow stuff, and then they sell it to stores. They don't sell to individual people. They don't have their like place open where people can just come
Walk
and
in
walk
and
through.
stuff.
They're just only wholesalers.
Yeah. So we got a Milkweed, 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the back, and then what's the name of this one again?
It's a pitcher plant.
A pitcher plant. So that was a success, right? Yeah. That was a success, and that's what butterflies like the most, among other things.